Have you all missed me? It's been about 3 long weeks of partying and binge drinking, but I'm back. Actually, there wasn't any partying or binge drinking. And if you'd like to know the whole story, stick around. I'll explain. After searching for weeks and weeks on end online, all the paddle boards were sold out. And then we come to the Navy Exchange today, and this is what we found. So it's going home with us. I really had to focus on making this video as so many things have gotten in my way over the last month or so. I guess I was just having one of those periods when I couldn't seem to get anything accomplished. You know, kind of like how when the wife gives you honeydews and then she has to remind you every 6 months or so to do them. Yeah, something like that. First, I injured my back again, sometime around the middle of August. I don't know what I did. I probably opened a jar of pickles or something strenuous like that. Thank goodness for drugs and alcohol. It would have been a tough couple weeks without them. It was just a few days after getting our stand-up paddleboard that I learned that even something that only weighs 22 pounds can be hazardous to someone who has had lower back surgery. It's not all that heavy, but the hand pumping in a half bent over position and all that paddling is probably what did me in again. So down for another week or so. It's really difficult for me to be laid out hurting and to be able to concentrate on producing videos, so I took some time off. Besides, August is always a busy month for us. We both have our birthdays to celebrate during the middle of the month, and then our wedding anniversary at the end of the month. This is our anniversary dinner. Oh yeah.
Looks good.
Happy anniversary. And then just before the month ended, we hit the beach again. Terry did the paddleboard thing, and I watched some local boat races while enjoying a beach lunch and a cold one. And then it hit. But before I get into all that, we enjoyed the rest of the day watching some dragon boat races and enjoying some food and some beach friendship. What team? What team? For those of you who may not be familiar with dragon boat racing, it has been a traditional Chinese paddled watercraft activity for over 2,000 years. It began as a modern international sport in Hong Kong, though, in 1976. Originally, these boats were carved from teak or other locally grown hardwoods, but today they are typically made of carbon fiber, fiberglass, and other lightweight materials. While dragon boat racing isn't all that popular on Guam, it has seen some growth in recent years. The last organized race here on the island in 2019, before the pandemic, seen more than 300 paddlers from Singapore, the Republic of the Philippines, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Japan converge and compete for cash and prizes. There's something to be said for enjoying a relaxing day in the tropic shade with some good food and cold refreshments, watching such an ancient competition unfold. For more information about the history of dragon boats, I've dropped a link in the description box below. Just after the competition ended, we took in a tropical rain shower that just never ended, wiping out any further beach enjoyment. So we packed it up and headed back to the house. Now, here comes the drama. That following Monday morning, after we were at the beach, Terry began to feel a little bit sluggish. It's not uncommon for her to catch a sniffle or three after being caught out in the rain. She's pretty susceptible to that, but me personally, it has never bothered me. And later by that afternoon, she was not feeling all that great, so she fixed up some fresh tinola soup and a batch of salabat tea, and she thought that would all be the end of that. But it was just the beginning. Two days later, I caught what she had. My problem was that the flu symptoms I was experiencing, along with my low back pain and my chronic non-allergic rhinitis symptoms that have plagued me since I began wearing a mask, well, it'd like to slam me into the next decade. The symptoms of non-allergic rhinitis are very similar to hay fever, but with none of the usual evidence of allergies or allergic reactions. It mostly involves chronic sneezing or a congested, drippy nose with no apparent cause. In any case, I've had better days. And weeks. When Terry was about 5 days into her cold, it became apparent that this was no ordinary cold. We both agreed that what we were experiencing were more like COVID symptoms, or a variant thereof. After doing a little brainstorming, we concluded that we likely contracted it at the local bowling alley, some 3 days before we hit the beach over the weekend, where mostly everyone we bowl with has been vaccinated. There have been a couple of vaxxed bowlers that have also gotten ill recently, but I'll leave all further subjectivity to you, my viewers, to draw your own conclusions. In any case, Terry seemed to be fully recovered after about 9 days, and this old guy took another few days, about 13 days total. Here it is just over a week after I've recovered, and I still feel a little sluggish, but from everything that I've studied about this flu-like virus, it seems to be par for the course. The bottom line here is that we likely caught COVID, and it did not kill us, and we now can both enjoy our achieved natural immunity. I will make mention here that some of the things that got us through this 3-week adventure were a lot of supplements, plenty of liquids, soups, and a little ibuprofen to help control inflation, mostly for my lower back. And it never hurts to have a positive attitude. And if we both learned anything from all this, it's that at our age, it is ever important to stay healthy. And for me, I learned that there might be other options in my paddleboarding future.